Eastern. Join me for that, and our special coverage of this historic night continues. The readout with Joy Reid is up right now. Hi, Joy.
How you doing, Ari? It's a very, very big night. Thank you very much for setting that up for us so well. All right, good evening, everybody. We do begin the readout tonight with the vote that is now before the House Select Committee. So let me just start by explaining what's about to happen tonight. In about 30 minutes from now, the 9 members of the committee on January 6th will convene a meeting to reverse these bids.
Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We have quite a group. Looks like we have like 7 or 8 people signed in. That's pretty good. We still have a couple people trying to join in, so we'll give them a couple minutes to sign in. We're up to about 15. That's pretty good. Eric, are you on the line?
Yes, Luis, I'm on.
Okay, do you want me to go ahead and keep on going, or are you just gonna chime in as you need to?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just really under the weather.
Okay, folks, as you heard, Eric is under the weather, but he's in the room. So if you have any specific questions directed at him, feel free to do so.
On your volume because it's echoing back through.
Because I pulled them open. Those of you on Facebook, again, you have about an 8-second delay, and I apologize for the echo. That this is the best we can do, trying to get both venues. So around the table here, I have Jennifer Starcher, our secretary, Gina Moody, our treasurer, and Rene Valdez, one of our members at large. Eric is on the line, he's our president, and I'm Luis Morales, your vice president. I got a question, somebody saying, can you hear? Can anyone hear? So someone, if you have problems hearing, please say something. Because you can't hear, they can't say anything. Okay, I got a couple people saying yes, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start. One of the things, two things that are hopefully gonna happen tonight is going to be, we're gonna have a presentation by Cox Cable and later on by Hargrave Cable. So we're gonna start a meeting, and then when the first of those shows up, we'll stop our business, let them do their thing, and okay, so you should be seeing our initial slide welcoming to you to tonight's meeting.
Just sent a text. He's not there. I still think it's down there.
All right, so tonight's agenda, it's there on the board. Again, we'll talk a little bit about the recent elections, and hopefully the Cox people will show up on time. So the board for 2022 will remain the same as 2021. Some of the observations from the ballots. And as you can see, we received very few nominations. Actually, we got more nominations than before, but when we approached the people that were nominated declined their nomination. Again, the 2022 will be the same board as the 2021.
Hey, Rich, this is Walt 37034.
37034.
Okay, so we have Camilla Carr coming on from Cox Cable.
Want to hear this?
And there she is. All right, Miss Camilla, you got the board, you got the floor.
All right, give me one moment here. Let me start my video. Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, okay.
Camilla,
Hello.
this is Luis. Just to let you know, there's an 8-second delay and it's a little bit echo because we're running Facebook and Zoom at the same time.
Okay. Okay. All right, no worries. I'm gonna just reach out to Walter really quick and then we can get started.
I'm here.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started, guys. First, thank you so very much for allowing us to be a part of the meeting tonight. We just want to take a moment to explain our roles as direct sale agents so we can show you the value or so you guys can hear the value of working with a direct sales agent versus going into a retail store or calling a customer service line. I'm going to pass the floor over to Walter Williams. He's been a direct sales representative over 15 years, excellent service. And we all look up to him in the direct sales world here. So I'm gonna pass the floor over to him so he can go into more detail and then open it up for Q&A.
All right. Hello. How are you guys doing this evening?
Great.
All right. Wonderful. Again, thank you so much for that.
You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hello.
There
Can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Sorry about that. All right. Thanks a lot for Kamala for introducing me. Again, we're local representatives, and there's a huge benefit from working with us. The first thing that we do, we give you the one-on-one experience. It's nothing like putting a face with a name, knowing who you're talking to, seeing who you're talking to. And we actually make appointments. We've actually made several appointments within the last few weeks. We've been out there pretty much every other day, coming to different homeowners' homes and giving presentations and just explaining what Cox offers. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, we also, since we're here locally, we have like the local contacts. We network with different departments. So whenever you have any issues, concerns, it can be technical issues or just any comments, questions, concerns, or there's something that you guys need specific attention to, instead of calling the 1-800 number, customer service being put on hold and getting transferred to different departments, you give us a call directly, and we got the local contacts, so we're able to get things done quicker for you, and without without inconveniencing you, and without you being hassled about and frustrated about, oh, I just explained this to this rep, and now you transferred me, now I gotta explain this. No, you don't do that with us. We're here for you, and you have our direct number. So whenever there's an issue, you give us a call. Okay, that's another benefit for us as well, from us as well. And also we're able to do certain discounts that you may not get whenever you call the 1-800 number or go online to order services. So we're able to do a little bit more for you in that aspect. So just to name a few, I know we have a limited time, so just to name a few of things that we can do for, and also we do speedy installation. Let me not leave that out. So like I said, just to name a few, so things that we do and benefits for having local representatives as myself and Kamala. So do you guys, so I want to open up the floor and answer a few questions to Q&A, to answer a few questions. Does anybody have any questions for us, Mia Kamala?
You may need to unmute yourself if you have any questions for our Cox representatives.
All right. Well, what we can do, because we have sent out an email with our contact information. If, you know, throughout your call tonight, if anyone thinks of anything, you have my direct email, my direct contact. Please feel free to reach out and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have, if any come up tonight.
I have a question. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I have a question. And the question is, what is the advantage of having Cox cable as to, what is the advantage of having Cox cable as to what we have now? Are there any advantages or disadvantages that you might have? For example, I have Hargrave, which used to be Calm South. Are there some type of advantages that might have or disadvantages, or are you better, or what is the case? I know they came and dug up a yard to put something out there, but I want to know what the advantages are.
Well, first of all, in you guys' area, we offer fiber. And if you're familiar with fiber, it's the latest technology. It's top of the line, and it makes your internet speed super fast because you're dealing with fiber versus the regular coax. So we don't knock our competitors. We don't never say anything derogatory towards them. But we know with Cox, we're a reputable company. We have a good reputation. We've been around for a long time. And we know that with our services that we offer quality services. So again,
well, not asking you to be derogatory about any other company. Maybe the premise of the question you misunderstood. My question is, what makes you better than the ones that we have? That doesn't have to be any derogatory thing. I know you've been around a long time. I just want to know the advantage of moving from one cable company to the next one. Are the prices lower? Do you offer something lower? You said about the speediness of the internet. What about the video and the audio quality? Those are the things that I'm asking about.
Okay, well, we do. Good, come on.
What I will say, and this is just based on meetings that I've personally had with some of your neighbors in the neighborhood there. We offer different perks as far as, I don't know if anyone knows this, but Cox, we offer over 3 million hotspots within the region. So I had one customer that when he was on his cell phone, his data, he would just run through it. So, he didn't have any other options. So I told him about the hotspot that automatically comes with your internet. So that kind of swayed him to go with us because it's killing two birds in one stone. Now you have a reliable fiber connection with us, and it's allowing you to connect to mobile hotspots throughout the full area that does not cost you anything additional. That was one of the benefits where one of my customers saw the difference between having Cox and Hargrave. And then also just the personal attention. Everyone's yards there are very important to them. So they wanted to make sure before the technicians came out that we were going to be there to ensure that we were guiding that technician to make sure that, hey, for Mr. Hall, I want to be sure that you're going to do this job right because he is my responsibility. So it was just the more personal connection that we have with our customers versus with Hargrave. And so for some people that doesn't matter. They don't care about the personal connection, but for some people it does. So that's what to me makes us better versus Hargrave, that personal connection.
Okay, is there a, what about the the cable portion of it, not just the computer part of it. What about the television and the different programs that you have? Sports programs, sports packages, and things like that.
Yes, well, we definitely offer sports packages. We actually have what you call the Sports Pack 2. It's a sports and information package. SEC, I don't know pretty much what you like, but we offer pretty much just a lot of sports channels. And as far as the boxes, the equipment, we offer DVRs. I don't know what you have now. We offer DVRs where you can record your programming. We pretty much give you the standard channels like TBS, TNT, Lifetime, and HBO, Cinemax, Showtime. So pretty much that's standard. That's what we offer. We also offer home security. We have two different types of home security. We offer home automation and home life. And the difference is one is monitored, one is not. And we also offer home phone as well.
Okay.
So yeah, and
Okay.
like I said, wow.
And I want to piggyback off of that as far as the television portion goes. What I have found just based on the consoles that we've had is with our preferred television package, you're getting all of your favorite channels that you're looking for. So it's not as though if you come over to us, you're going to be losing channels. All the channels that were the most popular for my customers, like ISMP, MeTV, CNN, ESPN, were in our preferred package, which is our mid-grade package. So it's not even the package where you have to get 240 channels that you're not going to watch. You're getting those same channels within our medium grade package, which makes it more cost effective for you. And you don't have to worry about losing anything by switching.
Okay. Now, my final question is, well, I have my final two questions, then I'll get off. Each package, I'm sure is priced differently. Is there a price or a cost comparison to other cable companies? And also, is there a military discount? And that's all I have.
No, there's no military discount. Unfortunately,
Really?
there's not.
Okay.
Yeah, I know we're in the military. Yeah, we're in the military town. Unfortunately, there's no military discount. However, the fact that we're direct sales reps, DSR reps, we can give you some. We give discounts out to you. So we do offer discounts.
What is your average cost? What is your average cost for? Let's just say for the television programming. What is your cost or average cost of that?
Okay, so with Cox, we have one set rate. So far as with the cable, so we have what you call the Contour TV Preferred. Okay, so you're able to get 140 channels with a box for $90. Okay, and that price stays the same. It doesn't fluctuate as long as you stay with Cox. As long as that price will stay the same, it doesn't change.
Okay.
Hey, David, this is
Okay, thank you
Luis.
so much.
Okay, you're welcome. And let me say this real quick. So do you guys got our contact? Is there a way we can make sure everybody get our contact number before we get off? Me and Kamala's. So if they have any more questions.
That would be great.
Yeah, I asked Camila to put her on the chat, and
Yes.
I can. Then and this will be then we can pass it on.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to put that in there for you right now. And thank you so much. And if anyone has any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us.
Please do.
Yeah, and David and the rest of the neighbors, I had them come to the house. They were very pleasant. They explained everything that they did. We compare what we have with Hargrave with what they were offering. So they're definitely very user friendly.
Yeah, well, I missed that. I'm sure I was at work the day they came by, so I haven't seen them.
Well,
But
send them an email and they'll make an appointment with you that is convenient for you.
Perfect.
She just put her phone number on the chat there, so you can go ahead. And
I did just want to say this to David before we head out about the military discount. That's actually something that we have been trying to take up the chain for us to be more competitive, because we are in a military town. So we are working very hard so we can provide that. And of course, if we do happen to win that fight, you guys would be the first people we'll let know.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you. All right. Well,
All right,
good
thank you very
night.
much, Camilla, and I never caught your name, sorry. it was
Walt,
fast.
Walt as in Walt Disney.
Okay, thank you very much.
I
Have a
didn't
good
see
evening.
her number in the
Okay.
chat.
Have a good.
And I'll send it, I'll put it on the email too, and I'll put it on the webpage.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you so much. You guys have a great night.
Thank you
Thank you
guys.
for having
Thank
me.
you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue. Again, they're both cell numbers are still on the chat. Will be there for the rest of the night. And what I'll do is I'll put them on later on tomorrow when I put the minutes up, when we put the minutes up for this. Okay. All right, so we finished with the nominations. We just had a Cox Cable. The Hargrave will come on later on this after in a little bit, and then we'll stop wherever we are and continue with their presentation when they come on. Okay, so the financial report.
Couple of the highlights. Also, this is on the website, so for those of you who want to dig in a little bit more, we publish a monthly financial statement. So far this year, we took in around $28,000. Our annual expenses run just shy of $18,000. Currently, our balance in the checking account is $21,000. And this is a summary of some of the charges or expenses that we have. Our largest expense is, of course, lawn care. There was a cost increase of $100 per month, so now we pay $1,200. Additionally, we've had some fungus issues, and that has been some additional charges. But that's the highlights of what we outflow every year. Does anybody have any questions? Thank you.
Okay. Okay, some of the improvements that we have been working on for you throughout the last year, the potholes, we keep seeing an increase in potholes. Eric had made some phone calls. We had a couple that were patched very quickly. Other ones were missed. So I submitted like 6 different addresses in the last 2 weeks. So hopefully we'll see those repairs shortly. Last year, our Christmas decoration were enhanced, and they're also going to be adding some additional lighting for this year's Christmas decoration. So we continue to try to spruce up our entrances. Eric has been in often communications with the Houston County Roads Department, trying to figure out when we're going to get repaved. We all have felt those dips from the settling on our streets, and they're saying the earliest that might be 2023. He keeps pushing for, if you have any extra funding, please think about us, because they are not getting better, definitely getting worse. So I strongly recommend, if you have one near you, call directly and complain to the roads department. I think as the saying goes, the squeaky chair gets the oil. So the more of us that make noises, I think it will add to what Eric has been doing throughout the year. Some of the things that we would like to do towards the end of this year, as now that the weather is improving, pressure washing the entrances, the brickwork and the signs. You'll see shortly that I didn't realize when I took the picture how yucky it looks. So I agree with Eric, we need to clean those. Last summer, we had a day, and we brought down some trees that had died in the Audrey and Lake Joy entrances. We left the stumps there. They're pretty dry now, so we need to go back out there and get rid of those stumps and take it down to the ground. So hopefully we can get that done now that the weather has improved. And we need to maybe get some ideas from you guys if you want us to leave that entrance like that, or try to add new trees or some kind of additional shrubbery once we remove those trees there. If you have noticed, almost every entrance has some lighting issues, and we have been putting out anywhere from $20 to $40 almost a month replacing bulbs. So we decided to go out and get some estimates to replace all the lightings with LED. And I had received 2 estimates. The last one came in a couple of days ago. So the board will be discussing those. It's going to run us just shy of $4,000 to replace all the hookups with LED, making it a little bit brighter and hopefully not be as faulty as this last ones have been there. We did have some work 2 falls ago on the entrance on Audrey Way and Lake Joy, and one of those appliances is already inoperative. So we definitely need to continue working on those. So that's going to be some of the things that we're going to be looking forward as we finish this year and continue to next year. Any questions on anything on this list?
Luis, this is Anita. I have a question.
Go ahead.
When you talk about pressure washing, are you talking about the white poles also?
Yep.
Okay. And how are we gonna, is there a process where we can spray something on the poles to keep them from mildewing?
I don't know.
No, but there's mildew inhibiting. Nothing that will permanently, I mean, unless you repaint them with mildew based.
Yeah, for those that can't hear, Renee's talking that there is some mildew inhibitant, or we can try to repaint them with mildew resistant paint. And if that's something that you guys are interested in, we can definitely get some estimates and try to get that done. I think we painted them and repaired them 4 or 5 years ago.
It's been,
Yeah, your husband did that.
Yeah.
It was like 4 or 5 years ago. It's the last time we did some work on the columns. I know there was a lot of some woodwork there and some repainting. So it's been a while. So yeah, and they get sprayed on from the sprinklers. So good idea, Anita. We'll see if we can work on that.
Okay, and my second question, you mentioned sprinklers. Are the sprinklers on a timer for the plants that I've recently seen planted at the entrances?
Yes, I don't know when they are. Those of you that live near the entrances, if you notice when they are, please let them. I've seen them on, and I know we pay the water bill. So I know they're there. I've seen the ones right here on white columns. So I know they're there. And over the last several years, we have replaced a couple heads that have been broken. I just don't know the timing when they come on, but yes.
Well, the only reason why I asked is because I noticed they planted, pansies there, and it will do the plants no good if we don't keep them watered for the first 7 days. So that's why I was inquiring how often and who has control over it, because otherwise we're wasting money.
Okay, I'll make a note and I will contact Webb to find, because I know he knows when they run.
Okay, thank you.
Writing. Any other questions or comments?
Not at this time.
Anybody else? Okay, so one of the things that we did this year is we revamped our webpage. Our web manager had been bugging us for at least 4 years to revamp it. So we went ahead and did that. This is what the web page looks like today. We need some better pictures.
Yes,
So,
I will do that.
no, I changed it. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We'll try to get some better pictures, something with the flag on, because I think that really makes it nice and pretty. Please take a chance and look at it. You have to be logged in to be anywhere on the members page. And let me see if I can show you what that looks like real quick. So this is the live shot of the page. So you can contact us directly through here. It goes directly to either the president or the treasurer, depending what your question or comment is. Anybody can look at our covenants, which is great for the realtors when they're looking for information. Also, our bylaws are outside. Then a little bit of history about us. But if you try to go anywhere on this member side, so you have to be logged in. You don't have a login, you can easily apply for one here or send me a message and I'll show you how to do that.
Are you still sharing? 'Cause it's not showing on.
It should be. All right, let me make sure. I'm told it is not sharing, so we make sure that I'm doing it right. Thanks. Okay, thanks. It's great to have two people here watching. All right, so anyway, to be anything under the members board, you have to be logged in. All right, so in there you can find documents. We try to put our financial statements and the minutes in there. Anything that is worthwhile for everybody, the newsletters. You can post your home for sale. And if you're looking for somebody in particular as a member, you can go in and do a directory search. We haven't had any teen services posted in a while, but you can also do that there. And then we do put our yard of the month recipients in here. You can see the ones we handed out this year. I don't know why that picture is crooked. It's not when you open it, but I apologize for that family.
Don't forget to mention the scarecrow.
Right.
contest.
So for this month, for October, we're doing a scarecrow contest. It's been posted on Facebook. We need to move that to a web page too. And we're gonna do the selection on October 28th.
Yes.
And the recipient of the best scarecrow, selected by you, the members, will get a $25 gift certificate. So please, we're gonna be posting this page, the photos on Facebook page, and you need to vote for your favorite one so we can rent it to our members. Any questions on the anything so far? Now on the upcoming events, we try to post our yard sales, today's meeting, and things like that. So that's what that looks like. And I did fix the pictures on this one. I don't know why I didn't fix on the other one. Sometimes we do miss a month just because we have too many board members out of town at the same time. Okay, something that Eric started doing a few years ago, and he has continued, is giving you some statistics on our neighborhood as of a couple weeks ago. As you know, we have 182 residences or properties. Out of those, 226 of you and your spouses or family members are signed on the Facebook as a member in Facebook, which is a closed group. This year, we have had 6 new homeowners move in. Congratulations to those. And you can see the numbers tend to be anywhere from 6 to 10, the average turnover. And the turnover is really fast here, and we're really proud of that. And that's primarily because your work that you do maintaining your yards and keeping the neighborhood looking good. We have about 3% of our residences that are rentals. And for the most part, we don't have too many issues with those properties. And when we do, the neighbors, the owners, when we finally reach them, are fairly responsive to our concerns. We still continue to have similar issues that we have the last several years, people parking in the grass, leaving trailers and boats out where they can't be seen. Folks, if you have stuff in your backyard, keep the gate closed. I mean, if we can't see it, then, for the most part, we're just gonna leave you alone. But if it's really visible, we'll start sending those nasty grams. And I think this is getting a little bit better in some parts of the parking overnight. I know we have a lot of college students that come for long weekends and, they just don't fit. But try to minimize that. And if you have parties, try to have people park on the same side of the street. Some of the traffic can be very congested when they're parked across from each other. Happened a few times right here on White Columns recently. And it was, again, it's just something for safety. And if you live on corners, please keep your trees and shrubs trimmed back. That is definitely a safety hazard, and we'll get on you for that. But for the most part, this year has been fairly good. We had a couple of yards that really could use a little bit some work on, but for the most part, everything's looking very well.
I wonder if we said accident, I didn't understand it either.
We have talked about some of these last year about making no parking in the grass as part of the covenants. We didn't get a lot of feedback from you guys. Also, we've noticed in some of our neighboring subdivisions that some people are turning the garages into a permanent room. And we definitely don't want to see that in our neighborhood, because that definitely decreases the value of the neighborhood. It may increase a little bit your size of your property, but it definitely affects the way the aesthetics of the neighborhood. And trying to maybe put in the covenants not solicitation at all, even with county approval. And we're always looking for other suggestions from you guys for changes on the covenants. Any questions on any of these? If you're trying to talk, you might be muted. So,
Louise, this is Rochelle. How often are the covenants updated or reviewed or reviewed?
They're reviewed annually. The last time we looked at them, the last time they were revised is when we combined St. Andrews and White Columns in 2018, 2019. Yeah.
Okay.
We have to renew them and refile them every 10 years. So that's when we did the update. I want to say it was 2018.
Was 2018?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I'm nearly positive.
It's somewhere around there. I can pull it up in a little bit. Somebody wants to go to the webpage and go to the covenants, you can see them there. What are the data?
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. You have any comments on revisions, Michelle?
Not right now. I want to read them in its entirety first.
Okay. By all means, we're always looking for feedback.
Thank you.
Luis, this is Anita. I have a question.
Go ahead.
On the covenant, when a new family moves into the neighborhood, if the realtor has not informed them of the covenant, our welcoming committee, do they inform the new people of the covenant?
Actually, our welcoming committee takes them a hard copy of the covenant and our current directory, which is now fairly old, to them. So yes.
And the second part of my question is reference the covenant. How do you enforce it if a family is violating it? What are the steps?
Yeah, the steps and the bylaws and the covenant talks about 3 letters. We start with a notice or trying to talk to them, but then we do 3 formal letters, certified letters, and then we place a lien. If it's something that we have to correct, then we go ahead and correct it, we pay it, and then we put a lien on the property for the charges and the legal fees. That way, when they try to sell the house, they can't sell it until they settle with us.
Okay, thank you.
The last one that we did have to do with the painting of the bricks, some of the ones with the yards, when people, I remember we have one family that was financially distressed, and several of us took turns cutting the grass to keep it in within terms. So we try not to go the legal way, but we do if we have to.
Okay, on the houses that we have in our backyards that are not brick. For instance, right across from me, you realize there was a house in the backyard, and I was told it was a dollhouse. Now, how did we come about determining that it was a dollhouse and opposed to a storage shed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're talking about a temporary shed type facility, right?
Right, on the rental property. How did we determine it was a dollhouse versus a storage shed, and how does that comport with the covenant?
I think that one of the differences between a shed and a dollhouse, and we're just discussing this here, we were not in that group that made that selection, is the window. It looks like a room where a kid can play, or it has that appearance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions or comments so far? Okay, let me stop sharing because I think somebody should be coming in from Hargrave any second now. I don't see them yet. Okay, so we'll continue. Yeah, 2018 is when we last did the covenants. Gina looked it up. Did I lose the share? No, there it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, upcoming events. We try to keep our neighborhood looking real good and sharp by putting our flags out during the federal holidays. Next one will be in November 6th. The current fall decorations, by the way, Eric and his wife, her name just escaped me. Anyway, they did a great job with the decorations. I think they look really, really sharp. I think they're pretty cute. They'll come down after Thanksgiving, and then the Christmas decoration will come up early in December. Our next annual dues for our homeowners association will be due in March of 2022. And tentatively, the spring yard sale is set for Saturday, April 23rd. So start planning to go see the yard sales.
A correction on the covenant updates. I don't have my glasses on.
Oh.
It was 2016. Not
October
18.
3rd, 2016.
You want my glasses? All right, so correction on the date on the revision, the last revision, 2016.
October 3rd.
Oh yeah, October 3rd, 2016.
At 5 p.m.
So it's been 5 years.
34 hours.
Yes, no, it costs us more. That's just the fee for that. Then we have to put it on the paper and it's horrible. Okay,
That's just for
yeah. All right, so 2016. And I'm still waiting on Hargrave. Let me see if he showed up yet. Oh, somebody's here. Let's see who that is. No, that's a member. Don't see Mr. Hargray on the line yet. Okay. Actually, and he's the closing note. So that's all we had for you this year. We are all listening to your questions. If you have any more, this is a good place to ask. Remember, you might be muted if you're trying to talk.
This is Rochelle again. We had mentioned speed bumps or traffic calming humps to go into the neighborhood. Is there, do we get any prices or talk to the county about possibly putting traffic calming humps in our neighborhood?
Okay, so we talked to Chairman Stallnacher about those, and he denied us using the county to do that because this is a county street, so we cannot do that. If we put them down, that would have to be at our fully total cost, and then we might be liable for damages specifically for county vehicles if they were to be damaged by those. I'm not a lawyer and did not stay in a Holiday Inn anytime recently, so I would love to have some legal read on that because they're all over the place, and I agree. I would like to put them on. They run about $3,000 per. When we looked at them, this is about 2 or 3 years ago when we looked at them last.
What about it's a machine that calibrates your miles per hour,
right?
And it possibly has a siren or lights of a red and blue lights from
Yep.
as if it was a police.
Okay, yep, we
Any
looked
thought
into
about those?
Yeah, we looked into those, and there's 2 issues. The first one is expense. They run about $8,000, and we would need to get the homeowner's permission to dig in their property because they would have to be put down on the lawn, not on the street. We had the same issue. The police are willing to lend us a couple of those, just so people can see what they're doing. But again, we would need to get permission from the homeowners on the streets that are at fault, primarily Audrey Way and Governor's Walk. Audrey Way, Governor's Walk, and White Columns. But they cannot be on the street, they have to be on the lawn, and that could it could damage the lawn. So when we looked at it, we identified like 6 houses that would be perfect for us to even just put them temporarily. And the first 2 said no, so we sort of stopped. We didn't have a good track record with those. So our best bet would be for us to pay for our own speed bumps. But again, we need a legal read on, is there truly a liability? We put signs on the entrances saying, speed bumps in place. If we have a lawyer in the group, please step up and help us out. I think I definitely would want them. I think it's worth the money. If anybody has a buddy that's a lawyer in Georgia that might be interested. Any other comments? Hargray has not chimed in yet, so I guess not my fault. We did invite him. I sent him the link twice, talked to him yesterday, reminding them, just like I did with Cox. So I don't know why he did not.
Hey, this is Gerardus Graffens. I got a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So we had a problem with our main water line to our house when Cox was digging in our yard to put in the cables. Our main water pipe broke, and it caused a lot of damage to my yard. They fixed it and they put new grass in, and the hospitality water came by and they fixed everything. But I've noticed that over, in the recent past, we had multiple of these main water lines break. And with the neighborhood getting older, it's a concern. Not only is the neighborhood out of water for a little bit, which is a nuisance, I guess, but also the streets are very dirty, and you have to run the pipes again to make sure there's no debris left in it and all that stuff. So just kind of wondering, is there something that we can do to, I guess, to improve, or is this on the agenda? Is this noticed? Because, like I said, the neighborhood is getting older. There will be more breakage, I guess, of these pipes. So,
Believe me, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
I just had mine broke, or the cable people found water on my lawn. I never had any problem with the water, but I had a pool in front of my lawn since June. It took them 5 weeks to fix it, and they just put the sod down today. So I feel your pain. Yeah.
Mine ended up like fur amount.
Well,
I
yeah.
actually had to take dirt out.
Well, like I said, today they did a good job. I still got a couple holes from the county's work, but anyway, I don't think they're going to preemptively. Oh, here's Williams is here. I don't think the county's going to preemptively fix them. I think they're going to fix them as they go.
Yeah, I understand, and I also understand that because this is Cox going to the neighborhood to put in lines. I heard from them that AT&T is coming in the near future doing the same thing. So the yards will be opened up more. And like I said, because of the digging, that's when our pipe broke. So, is AT&T coming as well? Is there more companies going to put in lines for internet and TV and all that stuff in our?
You're the first that said AT&T. I had not heard that before.
Yeah, I think that the guys from Cox told me. So, but they may be wrong. I don't know. But that's what I heard, that AT&T is going to be next.
Okay.
But I may be wrong. I mean, that's just hearsay, right? So.
Yeah, I understand. All right. Looks like Chris Williams just chimed in just in time, Mr. Williams, from Hargrave. You are muted, so you need to unmute yourself, Mr. Williams.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're from Hargrave, correct?
No, I'm not.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for another Williams from Hargrave. All right.
No, that's not.
Okay. All right. So I guess Hargrave is a no-show. So I'm going to stop the recording.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
This is Sharon Dugan. I missed the first part of the meeting, so I really appreciate you recording it. So I'll go back and find out all the details. We had another meeting to go to, but I had mentioned in the Facebook about possibilities of social gatherings for one question, just to see if that's something that people are interested in, kind of like in the common area, just to meet and greet. The other was how often are we going to have these Zoom meetings? So that was the two questions I had.
Okay. Sorry, I have not looked at Facebook this afternoon. So the first question, yeah, there was somebody just recently had a big tag party open to the neighborhood on White Columns, and we've had someone invite the chocolate lady, chocolate coffee lady, on Weatherstone earlier this year.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and someone last year asked about doing something in the pond, as a get together. It's common area. Yeah, just clean up to yourselves. You can advertise it on Facebook. That's not a problem. Yeah.
And then how often are the meetings?
We have an annual meeting in October. We're doing Zoom primarily because of the COVID. Usually we rent a space either at the college or at Flint, so people can meet us there. This is the second time we've done this again, because of COVID. We meet, we as a board meet, we try to meet quarterly, and we do a lot of our business either not on Zoom, but by texting and email and phone calls. When we do have face-to-face meetings, they're open to anybody who wants to come. In the past, we had some neighbors come in and express some concerns directly to the board. So hopefully when this COVID gets stabilized, that we can go back to that. We'll go back to those. If I hear an interest of having more of this kind of setup, I can the board is here, so we can definitely discuss that. There is a cost for Zoom. It's $15 a month. Right now, I just took it as let's try and see. Just to make this go through Facebook at the same time. We couldn't find any other way of doing it for Zoom and Facebook. So we had to go through the paid account. But I don't have a problem having board meetings on Zoom. But some people don't have Zoom. Some people have Facebook. So that's why we try to accommodate both environments.
Okay, thank you.
Eric, I know you're not in the best of sense tonight. Do you have any last comments? Don't forget, you might be muted. Okay. Any comments? Okay, no one on the board has any comments. One last call for you guys on the online environment. Any questions, any comments?
Well, I want to thank you for your service. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. I'm expecting a double salary next year.
No,
See, multiply 2 times 0. We don't get paid. It's a joke. Okay, don't write nasty letters. It's a joke. Okay, good night, everybody. Have a safe year.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks, Louise. Have a good evening.